Have you ever replayed a conversation that never actually happened? Maybe you imagined arguing with someone, explaining yourself, winning a debate, or preparing for a situation that never came. Sometimes you spend more time talking to people in your mind than you do in real life. But why? Why does your brain create conversations that don't exist? And why do they feel so real? Let's go deeper. The human brain is an incredible prediction machine. Every second, it's trying to answer one question: what happens next? Long before anything actually happens, your brain is already preparing for it. It imagines possibilities, different outcomes, different reactions. Not because it enjoys making up stories, but because it wants to protect you. Now imagine you're about to meet someone. Before you even see them, your mind starts rehearsing. What if they ask me this? I should say this. What if they disagree? Without realizing it, you're having an entire conversation with someone who isn't even there. Now, here's something important. Psychologists call this mental simulation. Your brain practices situations before they happen. Sometimes this is incredibly useful. Athletes use it, musicians use it, public speakers use it. Mentally rehearsing success can improve performance, but there's another side to it. When anxiety enters the picture, mental rehearsal turns into mental imprisonment. Now let's go deeper. Instead of imagining success, your brain starts imagining disasters, arguments, embarrassment, rejection, failure. The conversation keeps changing, but the ending is always the same. Something goes wrong, and your body reacts as if it's already happening. Your heart beats faster, your muscles tense, stress hormones increase, even though you're sitting alone in your room. Now here's the deeper truth. Your brain isn't trying to predict reality. It's trying to prepare for uncertainty, and uncertainty makes the brain uncomfortable. It would rather imagine 10 negative scenarios than be surprised by one. That's why people often replay conversations from the past too. They think, I should have said this. I wish I had answered differently. If only I had another chance. The brain searches for a better ending, even though the story is already over. Now let's take it one level deeper. There's something fascinating about imaginary conversations. They usually reveal more about you than about the other person. The fears you imagine, the criticism you expect, the rejection you predict, often reflect your own insecurities, not reality. Your inner dialogue quietly becomes your outer expectation. Now here's something surprising. Studies in psychology suggest that our expectations shape our attention. If you expect criticism, you'll notice criticism first. If you expect rejection, you'll become more sensitive to small signs of rejection. The brain starts collecting evidence to support the story it already believes. Not because it's lying, because that's how attention works. Now, what can we learn from this? First, not every conversation in your mind deserves your attention. Just because you imagined something doesn't mean it's likely to happen. Second, ask yourself, am I preparing or am I worrying? Those are not the same thing. Preparation creates action, worry creates exhaustion, and finally, remember this. The loudest conversations in your life may never happen outside your own mind. Don't let imaginary moments steal real ones. Now here's something powerful. Your mind is incredibly creative. It can imagine success, failure, love, loss, entire conversations, entire futures. The question isn't whether your brain will create stories, it always will. The question is, will you believe every story it tells you? Because sometimes the biggest battle isn't with another person, it's with the voice inside your own head. And learning when not to listen may be one of the greatest psychological skills you'll ever develop. If you enjoy psychology, human behavior, and discovering how the mind really works, subscribe. Because once you understand your brain, you begin to understand yourself.